Actually, can we go investigate the guest house? No, it is locked. Okay. To the upper abbey. Have I been in the shrine? I don't think I have. Let's check the shrine out. Oh, I have not. Alright. A reliquary containing the hand of St. Moritz, which is said to have once held the Holy Lance. Brother Matthew maintains this shrine along with some of the sisters who paint badges for pilgrims. Okay. I'm not going in the church right now. Let's go to the cloister. Is the Baron still in the infirmary? Just decomposing on the table? No, he is not. What's here? Most of these medicines were made from Agnes Stein, or however you say that name, with some help from Sister Gertrude. Here's a picture of St. Luke. The patron of artists is also the patron of healers. Ah, how about that? Okay, let's check the murder scene. The chapter house. We really should have come here earlier. So here's the blood spatter on the wall. This bloodstain is awful. It must have been left by the Baron before he died. But how? Does that mean this is where he was struck? And there's like a blood spatter? Or did he lean against the wall? But he fell on his sword, right? He wouldn't have... Actually, that's an interesting point. He had the sword in him, so he wouldn't have really wandered far. They were saying he must have been somewhere within the abbey grounds, but really, he'd have to be here. If he was fallen on his sword, he wouldn't have drawn his sword after stumbling away from the assailant. What's this say? A Dance of Death mural. Father Matthias had it painted a few years before his death. It's beautiful. Huh. Same thing. Okay. You can go out to the large garden. Oh, what's this down here? Hang on. The abbot's house. Can I go in the abbot's house? Hello, abbot. Let me just walk past you and pet your dog, because your pet dog... Oh, you're not the abbot. That was Frank. Aww. It's a good boy. Alright, let me just ignore the abbot and walk out. Oh, okay, can't. Can I go upstairs? No, I cannot. Alright, let me talk to the abbot and get kicked out of his house. Andreas? Oh, okay, alright. Eric, what do you have to say? Ah, Andreas, what an awful time, awful time. A baron murdered at Kearsarge. These are dark days indeed. Brother Piero, I admit, I would have never thought him the type. What could have possessed him? You can't believe Brother Piero would kill the Baron. It's not in his nature. Envy and pride inspire men to madness, Andreas, even old men. But you have come to me for a reason. Do you need something? You rushed into the scriptorium and hid something strange at your desk. Confronting him about that help at all? Also, I should go check that desk. Yeah, alright. Let's confront him. Why not? Pardon? And why were you sneaking about the scriptorium? He had to be late for terrace. I don't remember that. I wasn't sneaking. I dropped a bottle of paint on the floor and was cleaning it up. I'm not going to get defensive. What was it? Some kind of disc? Just an academic interest of mine. Nothing you need concern yourself with. Let us seek a common understanding, Master Maller, as two brothers in Christ. Please, let's. I love to understand things. Nice. The scriptorium is my domain, and you are a guest here. And so long as that is true, I do not answer to you, but the abbot only. Is that clear? I'm not going to do that. I suppose... Oh, hang on. That might be motive. Did the Baron have something to do with the other guy being made abbot? Ooh. If you don't mind me asking, why aren't you the abbot? I'm getting all up in his face. Are you not better suited to the job, given your age and experience? I'm not gonna, like, make the brothers out to be bad. I'm gonna put it on him. That's not... I will not discuss this with you. Are we done here? For now. Be well, brother Prior Frank. Bless you, Master Myler. Alright. Hello, Abbot. Andreas. He does not want to talk to me. Okay, that was an interesting conversation. Let's go... head to the scriptorium. Hang on, there's a lot of doors here. Kitchen and cellar. Animal pens. Refectory. Some plants. Cloister. And the chapter house. Okay. The refectory. The kitchen and cellar is interesting. We haven't been there yet. We could go to the animal pens. Let's go check out the animal pens. There's the cemetery. Here are the animals. There's some hairy hogs. Something about the faces on the animals. I mean, the sheep look good. I guess the hogs look good, okay. They look okay. The abattoir, where they slaughter the animals. Yeah, let's go to the cemetery and then the scriptorium. Oh, this place is bigger than I thought. A monument to the founder of the abbey is fairly recent. The funds were donated by her descendants. What is this? I can take something from the grave? Brother Gerhard has been dead quite some time. Why is his grave disturbed? Ooh, a hidden weapon, perhaps? I disturb it some more. I would like to disturb the grave, please. Okay, let's go find a shovel. Brother Gerhard's grave is disturbed. The prior's house. Well, while he's not here, let's go investigate his house. Oh, I'm just taking it? What is this, a Volvel? I have no idea what a Volvel is. I've seen these before in astronomy and medical tracts. What is this one for? 2 wheels. The top wheel has Greek letters and holes cut out to reveal Latin letters underneath. Cool. And the outer edge of the lower wheel is divided into 4 sections, each bearing an elemental symbol. 24 holes, enough to cover all letters in the Greek and Latin alphabets. A quarter turn of the upper disc aligns a different elemental symbol with the top of the lower disc. Yeah, okay. Given the number of letters and the size of the discs, that's enough space for a total of 4 versions of the Latin alphabet. I wonder what it's for. A cipher of some sort? I need to investigate more. This has to be connected to something else around here. Can I not try to read it? Okay, so that's a cipher. That's really cool. Someone was in a hurry to get rid of this parchment. Ooh, smells recent. Probably wasn't burned more than a day ago. Can I not try to read it? It looked pretty readable there. And what's this say? There are deep indentations in this parchment. Whoever wrote on the page must have been above it must have been angry. I wonder if I can make a charcoal rubbing on this page and reveal the content of the writing. Holy crap, there's a lot to do here. So... Oh, wait, I have charcoal? Oh. What? Hang on, can I use my mouse for this? That would make it easier. Okay, yes I can. Whoa. Also the notes that we've been finding everywhere? Okay, that's nice. I'm glad they filled that out. Aha! Clear as an alpine day. It's a letter to the Baron from Prior Ferenc. Okay. My god. Lorenz was blackmailing Frank to get him to perform some kind of occult ritual. Woohoo! What? No wonder Ferenc was so unsettled when Lorenz arrived. The Baron could have gotten him executed for witchcraft. Whoa! Alright, so this cipher here, I think the notes that we've been finding on people and people's possessions relate to the cipher. Where you line up the notes letters and then turn it some number of times around and it'll give you a different message. Why can I... Oh, did I take the note? Oh, good. That's good. Can I use it with this? I still don't know the significance of the Volvel. It must be used to decipher something, but what? Can I use the note with it, please? Alright. Do I have an inventory? Hang on. I have these up here, right? What is this? Nope, that's not what I want. That's the map and journal and stuff. Here's the... Oh, this is the map. Okay. And what's this? What is that? It's fancy. Artsy. I like it. Interesting that they'd have a whole option for that. I wonder if it'll be relevant later. Alright, let's check out the Old Bailey. I don't know. We're not checking out the Old Bailey. We're going to the Scriptorium. Alright, let's look at this. What have we got here? I wonder what Prior Frank was doing with this book. Look at that. There's a message down there. Let's read it. From the Library of the University of Five Churches. The Hungarians call it PEX. That's where Ferenc is from. Doctor of Theology, Gorge of Gran. Why would I assume that he stole it? A friend of his? Alright, let's read it. Oh. A text on astronomy, it looks like. I'm not familiar with it. Let's call it sloppy. Sloppy bookhand. It couldn't have been produced by an abbey of note. That's definitely Ferenc's handwriting between the lines and in the margins. I don't know. It could be any of these. Is he notating the text for the university in PEX? In any case, it's a thorough commentary. Ooh, is that a thing we need to decipher? What's this? It looks scribbled, not like Ferenc to be so sloppy. And he didn't even blot the ink dry. Libra, Capricorn, Aries, all astrological symbols. What's written below? Maybe I should have learned Greek at some point. I can't make any sense of this. Wait, the Volvel I found also has Greek letters on it. They must be connected, but how? The outer ring of the Volvel is marked with alchemical symbols, but this cipher has astrological symbols. Ah, a book I found in the library. It associated each astrological symbol with one of the four elements. I hadn't remembered that, but that is true. I just need to make those associations on the Volvel, and I should be able to solve this cipher. Well, that's exciting. Let's, I'm glad it's nighttime. We can sneak into the library. Do I have the cipher? Should I go grab it? I'm glad I didn't go to sleep. I should have been doing this last night. Okay, can we grab it? Now that I know the connection between the astrological symbols on the cipher and the elemental symbols on the Volvel, Ferenc's note should be easy to decipher. Oh, so I just remember it from the book that we checked before. Okay, it should be easy to decipher, he says. Wonderful. Ooh, okay. Yes, if only I understood what I was looking at. WS. Okay, this is going to take me a little bit. I'm not quite sure what the difference is. Like, if we're looking at the note, what are we trying to do here? Fire, earth, air, water. Oh, I'm sorry. I understand. There we go. Okay, so first letter is air. Let's go to air, and we're looking. Sorry, this way. And we're looking for that H. Next is earth. Oh, okay. This is nice. This is easy. Next is fire. If I can remember the right buttons. Next is water. Fire. Oops. And air. And earth. Making us spin this a lot. And earth again. And water. Gerhard, as in the late brother Gerhard? Yes, yes, it can't be a coincidence. I, Gerhard. Brother Gerhard died sometime last year. How does this connect to him? Ah, here lies Gerhard. I think that's fair. I would have used Gerhardus personally, but... Gerhard's grave. I wonder if it has something to do with the Baron's murder. I should ask the abbot for permission to exhume the grave as soon as possible. Okay, alright. So we already found that it was disturbed. Brother Gerhard's grave was disturbed recently. Ferenc must have buried something here. I need to dig up this grave if I want to know what he was up to. I bet Otto would help me if I asked. Perhaps Brother Volkbert would lend me a hand. Who's Brother Volkbert? And why would he lend us a hand? That's a jump. Well, let's go ask for Father Gurno. Ooh, are we on his good side? Probably not. But we really need him to know that this is here. Like, if we dig it up and bring it to him, it's not gonna, he's not gonna believe us that we got it from the grave and those Ferencs. So let's go ask him. Oh, look at the greenery around the tree there. Back to the animal pens and then to the abbot's house. Oh, hi, Ferenc. Still just hanging out here staring at each other awkwardly? Gurno. Andreas. I trust you are abiding by my command to leave Piero and the rest of the monastics in peace. I actually am. Surprisingly. What? I have been. Father Gurno is in a difficult position. He hasn't been at the abbey long, or as he hasn't been the abbot long, and he's young. The elder monks don't respect him. A friend of the prince, Bishop, murdered under the roof of his abbey. It doesn't look good. Could lie and say I haven't investigated a single thing. If I represent a threat to the abbot's authority, he could expel me from the abbey, master work or not. That is true. Then I may never discover who really killed Lorenz, and Piero will die for it. I should be careful not to alienate Gurno before the archdeacon arrives. I don't want to anger him. I also want to bring up the grave, right? Like, if I say this, I can't bring up the grave because I've just told him I'm not... But I have been abiding by his command. I haven't bothered the brothers. Right? Yeah, the thing is, I'm not lying by saying this. Alright. I do not appreciate your characterization of my reasonable request as frustrating. Nevertheless, I must admit, I have not heard any complaints about your behavior, for which I am grateful. I know you and Brother Piero are close. You must trust that if Piero is innocent of the Baron's death, God will reveal as much to the Archdeacon. There is more at stake here than you understand, Andreas. What is at stake here? Yeah, you know what? Let's kind of put him at, I don't know, soothe his mind, I guess. The Abbey cannot legally be held at fault for Baron Rothvogel's death. It doesn't matter if the Abbey is at fault. A nobleman died on his premises. There are few extant double monasteries with working scriptoriums any longer. They're costly to operate, and the church does not approve of them. Baron Rothvogel was a friend of the Prince Bishop, and if the Prince Bishop were so inclined, he could order the Abbey closed and their community disbanded. A community of which you are not a member, and so whose precarity you can't understand. I thought you were a clever man, Andreas. Your ignorance disappoints me. You know what? I am going to be a little bit snarky here. I'm ignorant of a lot of things. For example, the identity of who really murdered Lorenz Rothvogel. Which is why I've come to you with a request. Excellent. That's a good segue. And? Do I implicate Ferenc right now? Alright, Ferenc is Gernot's assistant. And he's standing in the same room as us. Yeah. That's an interesting point, actually. I hadn't considered that. The brothers chose Gernot over Ferenc because they didn't find Ferenc trustworthy. Gernot might not either. I could keep Ferenc's name out of it entirely, but then my reasoning would sound rather vague. I think I prefer to keep it vague right now. But then he might not approve the request. Ooh, that's a tough one. Can we argue our way past this? Okay. Let's withhold some information. I have reason to believe there is something hidden in Brother Gerhard's grave, and I'd like to dig it up. What does that have to do with the death of Baron Rothvogel? Okay, he asked. Now we'll tell him. I suspect the weapon used to murder the Baron may be buried there. But then why would he... No. Hold on. Why would he put a note saying that then? I don't think that's the murder weapon. I think something else. I'll say that. I'm not certain of the connection yet, but I have a hunch. Am I being too vague at this point? I really don't think they would have written a cipher in a book. Oh, he did write it hastily, didn't he? Who is he writing to? Is he writing to somebody to help dispose of it? Okay, I'll say that, sure. I suspect the weapon used to murder the Baron may be buried there. Baron Rothvogel was stabbed. We know the murder weapon used to kill him. Brother Piero was found holding it. What, has the other brother who did the autopsy not told you? The Baron's stab wound was self-inflicted. He was killed by a blow to the head. How do you know this? Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I blundered there. I should have stayed vague. How do you know this? I recall telling you to stay off Abbey grounds after the body was discovered. Shit. Okay, I'm not gonna implicate Florian. It's evident to anyone who gives Baron Rothvogel's body more than a cursory examination, but then when did I have the opportunity to do that? Oh no, I messed up. Are you suggesting I didn't give the murder of Baron Rothvogel my due attention? No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that the two people that did the autopsy... You seem to think I don't care who killed the Baron, or whether Piero is the one who did it. I do. But I have a role to play here, and I can't be seen to undermine the authority of the Archdeacon in stepping outside of it. Do you take me for a fool? I will not let you exhume Brother Gerhard's body on a hunch. Oh, man. What does it matter? He's nothing more than bones now. I'm sure he won't mind. It is an awful thing to say. Can I not say that, please? Really? Hold on. Okay. So, looking at these things. So, logician background +3. Interesting. Convinced Gurno you left the Abbey alone. And then immediately gave him evidence that you didn't. Did not argue with Lorenz at supper. Objected to Piero's assumed guilt. Alright, whatever. Failure. He was a brother of this Abbey, and he should be left in peace. Just as I would like to be. Leave now, and do not pester me about this again. Oh my god, that was like the worst... Oh, I messed that up. Alright. Let's go... We need to dig that up. Hold on. Can I just dig it up as is? I need Otto or... Brother Volbert? I have no idea who that is. Let's go find Otto. Wake him up in the middle of the night. Oh, or Abby. Let's take this horse. We're just heading to the town and back, right? Oops, not the forest. My bad. It's, Smokey's home. Who's Smokey? Otto. Oh, no, he's not a trucker. Hang on. This one here. Otto. Oh, no. Otto Zimmerman. Alright, we gotta dig it up in the morning then. I'm going all the wrong directions. Hang on. It's a good thing everything links together. Alright, I guess we're going to sleep. Am I missing something? I don't think so. Let's go to sleep. In the morning, hopefully we can dig it up. That's something to do at nighttime. Oh well, go to bed. It's getting late. I should get some rest. Go to sleep. What is this? I am playing a different game now. Is this like I touch the lines and that's it? Oh. Andreas, when are you coming home? Dad, I'll be home soon. How's business? Good. I'm finishing a commission for the Inhofs. You can see it when you get back. And then you can show me your commissions when you open your workshop. Yes, of course. You're not going to quit this like you quit university, are you? Ha 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 ha. No, of course not. Good. If it weren't for the work I did for the something. I don't know what a rector is. For the rector, you never would have had the opportunity. I see some guilt here. Most people never get a second chance after they throw something away like that. I know, Dad. We'll see you when you get back. Sure, alright. Oh, Sabine! Oh, it's you. I only have the picture of you, the one my brother Daniel made. I really don't have any idea what you're like. Do you really want to get married to a stranger? I think I'm dreaming this, right? So, like, why should that matter? Right, everyone keeps saying that. That's why I'm saying it to you now. Because I'm saying it to myself. Exactly. I'll see you soon, Andreas. For real, I mean. I suppose that's true. Until then. Okay. Aha. Welcome back, Andreas. It's been too long since you have graced this court with your presence. Been 3 nights, I believe. Apologies, Your Majesty. My mind has been preoccupied by a tragedy at Kearsarge Abbey. What manner of tragedy? The murder of a nobleman, a close friend of the Prince Bishop of Precinct. My friend, Brother Piero, is the abbot's only suspect. I know that he could not have done it. What if it turned out he did? How do you know? Examine your assumptions, my son. In addition to having no motive and violence not being part of his character, he's not physically capable of the act. He is of limited strength and has a palsy in his hand that makes holding a paintbrush difficult. It's inconceivable that he would have the strength and resolve to kill the Baron with a blow to the head. A whole lot of inconceivable shit happens on this hell of an earth, Andreas. I do not deny that it's possible, but I believe it is extremely improbable. So, what do you intend to do about it? When I'm brought before the Archdeacon, I'll tell him what I know about other people who had motives to kill the Baron. I have to believe he'll see there are much more likely suspects than Piero. That's true, I guess. Like, you know, if there's enough doubt. Why have you taken this task upon yourself? I do want to find the real killer. Yeah, I want to find the real killer. The Archdeacon must be a man of learning. Do you think he is incapable of discovering the truth? Some of the dumbest shitheads in Christendom are judges. For all Andreas knows, this Archdeacon might not be able to tell his head from his asshole. That's my fear. That no matter what evidence I present, Pierre's fate may already be sealed. Why does that shit for brains abbot care about the death of a useless fart like Lorenz Rothvogel anyway? Yeah. Powerful people get upset when other powerful people are murdered. This could threaten the existence of the Abbey. Oh no, the Abbey? Who gives a damn about those hypocritical assholes? In any case, Andreas' ability to prevent Piero's death depends on the judgment of the Archdeacon. Wise or foolish, corrupt or just, the Archdeacon will be the first and possibly final arbiter of Piero's guilt. Andreas must win the Archdeacon to his side by using the tools favored by men such as him. Yeah, definitely reason, right? When's the last time you met a man who was truly ruled by reason? Well, we know it's not honesty. We know his response to that's going to be wisdom. Wisdom can be shared, but the audience may not comprehend it. I'm not going with honesty. Authority? Despite your talent, you are merely an artist. He has been invested with power by the Prince Bishop of Freising. You have no authority with him. Ho-hum. Honesty. You must be honest in all things, Andreas, but many are not willing to accept the truth. And the cost of honesty can be high. If reason, wisdom, authority, and honesty cannot triumph, what am I left with? Hope. Lies. Truth. And above all, faith in providence. Excuse me, providence. Well, what do you plan to tell the Archdeacon, Andreas? There were other people in Kearsarge and Tassing who had motives to kill the Baron. The widow Kemprin despised Lorenz for maiming her late husband. Maimed how? That was wrong. The Baron beat him savagely following an argument about trespassing on the Kemper's farm. His injuries were so severe that they could never truly heal, and he needed a cane to walk. He died less than a year ago. Ottilia is certain it is because of the wounds he received that day. Why did the two quarrel? My understanding is that it was simply an argument about trespass that got out of hand. And now I suppose that she will lose their home. My apologies. His home. For what reason? Should an aged widow not live out her remaining days in peace? She should, but she won't. She didn't squeeze out any little Kempers for old Rannig, so away the house goes. Yes, because women must fight to own property. We exist on the sufferance of men. Yeah, I mean, the widow's motive is clear. I'm not sure I think she did, although the cane is missing the head. Yeah, whether law is just or unjust is immaterial. The widow's, well, it's not immaterial. It's, the point of the law is to be just. It's true and terrible. It's easy to understand Attilia's anger. Good. Perhaps if more men understood our just anger, the laws would change. A good man does not sit idly while injustice flourishes around it. Good man, it. Why don't I say him? What the hell is a half-trained artist with a half a university degree going to do against the might of the Holy Roman Empire? Idiots! You have established a motive for the widow, Andreas, but there is another matter that requires inquiry. While women and men are equal in most natures, women are weaker in strength. How could a woman of Ottilia's age overpower a healthy man like the Baron? With a blow to the back of the head. I don't think it matters how... Well, I guess it matters somewhat. But if they're not that strong, they can still kill the guy. I wonder about that myself. Have you found anything that she could have used to kill the Baron? Yep. Yes, her husband's cane. The head is missing. It seems to have broken off. Poetic, if killing the Baron was the cause. Are there any others you suspect? Prior Ferenc feared the Baron would report his occult interests to inquisitors. Why would he? How so? Prior Ferenc and the Baron shared a fascination with the occult texts. The Baron was pressuring the Prior into performing a ritual for him while he was visiting Curacao. When Ferenc refused, the Baron threatened to turn him into the Inquisition. I did not see that note, but okay, that makes more sense. How did you come by this knowledge? I found a written evidence, a letter from Ferenc to the Baron in which he discusses all of these matters. It is a dangerous thing, a monk dabbling in the occult. His very soul could be in danger. Forget the soul. He could have been defrocked, excommunicated, and even killed. All for a little curiosity. Better say stupid and ignorant. That's what I say. We're well aware. That's irrelevant. Is curiosity such an awful thing? No, but it was knowledge of the nature of good and evil that caused the fall of man. The seeds of some corrupting fruit may lie sleeping between the pages of many dangerous books. Prior Ferenc feared loss of his status, his life, and even God's grace. Men have killed for less. How might the Prior have accomplished the deed? I am not certain. I haven't found anything that I think he could have used as a weapon. It will be a challenge to convince the Archdeacon that a Prior committed the murder to this foul. If you mean to suggest that Ferenc is a suspect, you must find a weapon to convince the Archdeacon. Are there any others you suspect? I've found no other suspects, except for Martin, who ran away from the scene of the crime. You have brought a worthy mystery before this court, Andreas. And Martin's missing right now. I pray to God we have granted you the insight you need to face the coming challenge. Thank you, Your Majesty. I am prepared to meet the day. Before you go, Andreas, there is one more thing to consider. You will be summoned to the Archdeacon to tell him what you know. You need not tell him everything. I understand. I think I understand. There is a place for a noble lie. This is not one of them. Really? I disagree, Socrates. Why? The Baron is dead. All of the people with a motive to kill him suffered, either directly or indirectly, from his wickedness. Simply mentioning a name to the Archdeacon may endanger them, whether they had anything to do with the murder or not. Right. No point throwing everyone waist deep into shit. Heh. I protest any attempt at deception, but you must ultimately follow your own conscience, Andreas. Little time remains before you must stand before the Archdeacon. Use it wisely. I will do my best. Until we meet again, Andreas, God be with you. And also with you, Your Majesty. I like that little introspection. Alright. We are skipping breakfast. I slept through. Time to get back to work. Okay, let's go find Otto. We definitely need his help. Oh, Il Peter. Oh, that's right. Il Peter just sits around there. Otto! 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 Oh no, where's Otto? Is he in the forest? He might be in the forest cutting some wood. Am I going the right? I've gone the wrong way. Hold on. We had... Oh, not there. Up here. Nope. Here, where's my map? Old salt mine. To the forest, to the meadow. Okay, hang on. I see. I've just turned off the road too quickly. Okay. Oh. Hey, Cat. Have you seen Martin recently? I look forward to seeing you at the spinning bee, Andreas. When is that happening? To the town commons, and then... Okay, Church and Druckers is where we do want to go. Okay. Oh, hold on. Let's actually check Otto's house. Maybe he's in there. I doubt it. We'll check just in case. Oh, I was wrong. There he is. Afternoon, Andreas. Heard that Baron friend of yours was killed up at the Abbey. Well, that didn't come up during our meal yesterday, I guess. My mentor, Brother Piero, has been blamed for the crime. One of the elder brothers, isn't he? Might have met him while I was replacing the scriptorium roof. Seemed an all-right sort for a monk. Sorry to hear it. Anyway, did you need something? Otherwise, I got things to do. Poking this pot with a stick. Just, out of curiosity, do you think you could help me dig up a grave at the Abbey? Why? You think there's something in there that will prove the old brother's innocent, right? No, I just like digging graves. That's it, you're perceptive, Otto. I only listen when people talk. You should try it. Did you talk to the abbot about this mischief? Wouldn't want to get my grubby hands all over his stuff without his permission. Actually, he expressly forbade it. I'll be honest with Otto, I like him. Ah, and you still want me to do it? Sure, why not? It'll take a few hours, though, especially if I'm digging alone. Sorry, what are we waiting for? Yeah, I'm ready, let's go. In that case, let's wait. I'm ready to, let's go. Oh, shoot. Yeah, no, we gotta go. We gotta get that weapon. If there's a weapon in there. Fine, I'll grab my tools. Oh, and I'm just gonna hang out and not help him? What? Why am I not helping him? Or doing something useful in the meantime? So, town carpenter, what's that like? Exhausting. Not unlike this here. Yeah. Satisfying, too, to make things with my hands. To feel the sun on my neck and sap under my fingers. And I haven't fallen off a roof yet, so all in all, I can't complain. Did you want to be a carpenter? It had never crossed my mind that I'd do anything else. I was always going to do what my father did. How else would I have learned? But I like being a carpenter. It's necessary work, keeps me talking to everyone in town and aware of what's troubling them. Many people in Tassing are struggling, Andreas. The peasants especially. Yeah, if peasants had any business sense, they'd be millers. That's where the real money is. That's a poor taste. Like, we just talked to him yesterday and got a earful about that. So I heard as much from Clara Gertnerin. They used to be able to pay a portion of their taxes and crops, but the abbot put an end to that. Now if they get a bad price from Miller, they don't have enough to pay the abbey. That's exactly the kind of thing I'm talking about. The abbot might own the land, but he doesn't work it. He just reaps the benefits of others' efforts. But it's not just him. The law, imperial law, that's what gives him power. So maybe the laws have to change. Laws are constantly changing. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Oh, no, go back, go back. I didn't want to say that. Spoken like a man who's never been on the wrong side of it and probably never will be. Anyway, I should get back to digging. Ah, shoot, that messes things up, I'm sure. It's going to take a while. This is all on my own. Yeah, can I help him? Can I help him, please? Got a ways to go yet. Okay. What is this? Did we, like, take the gravestone and move it over here? What is this? Oh, Father Matthias. Very basic wooden gravestone. With a wooden headstone, too. Things must be worse for the abbey than I thought. Shouldn't abbots be buried with more marble? The rest of the abbots are in the crypt or under the church. I took a look at them while inspecting the foundations with Endress. Kearsarge is built on top of an old Roman fort, not cheap to maintain by any means. Place him in a crypt with the marble nameplate. That can't be more than 50 or 60 groschen at most. Shouldn't be enough to strain the coffers, that's for sure. I heard the abbot and the prior arguing back when I repaired the scriptorium roof. Whatever problems Kearsarge is having, they've been going on a while. Huh. What's this? Brother Jacob from Cologne. Did you ever meet him? We spoke a couple times. He was a funny man, just about the only one of these monks with a sense of humor. Some of them aren't so bad. Piero especially knows how to laugh. If you say so. Jacob had a gift for manipulating his features and his voice to imitate the other monks. A man like that is wasted at an abbey. Oh. Mother Brunhild Abbotissa. I doubt anyone's in that one. Given the age, I'd guess she's long been moved to the abbey crypt by now. You worried Father Gurno might try to punish us for this? God willing, it will be done before he finds out about it. So you want me to speed it up? Sure, what do you care about my back? Christ. I didn't mean to upset you. Whoa. Father Matthias. Or Matthias. Short, angry monk coming this way. Ah, hell, we're destined for an earful. I better hide. No, I'm not going to hide and have Otto get in trouble. Is all well here? Oh, is all well here? Taking up a grave. How are you? Yeah, we're supposed to be doing this. We're digging up a grave. How are you? For what purpose? Someone has disturbed this grave, and I suspect it's connected with the Baron's murder. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Someone has disturbed this grave, and I suspect it's connected with the Baron's murder. That is curious, if you're telling the truth. Even so, Brother Gerhard's grave is not your concern. You are not a member of this community, Andreas. I have to lie, I guess. The abbot gave his permission. The rest is not your business. As the circator, it is my duty to prevent for mischief such as this. Ooh, I'm terribly convincing. It's the hat. Gives me an air of authority. You are mistaken. Master Zimmerman, please clean up this mess. I'm going to speak with the abbot about this immediately. Can I just club him over the head? Put him in the grave? I think it's going to cause problems for both of us, Otto. Yeah, proving Piero's innocence is what matters. I'm not worried about anything else. You got convictions after all, huh? Well, the sun won't wait, so I better get back to digging. Alright, sweet. Otto's the man. I'm not going to disturb you anymore. Sorry, bud. Oh, yes I am. What's this? Sister Maria the librarian, probably before your time. I was a boy when she passed. My father spoke well of her, though. Said she reminded him of his own grandmother, a sweet woman who loved the Lord. I expect the abbot will have her dug up soon. For the crypt. Pardon? The brothers and sisters are buried here until their bodies decompose, then they're dug up and moved to the abbey's crypt. A ghoulish tradition, I've always thought. What's dead should remain buried. But then they don't have much space here, and many of the monks aren't long for death themselves, so... Well, I've reached the body, but... What, is something wrong with it? Looks fine enough, decay notwithstanding, but someone stuffed a sack up under his ribs. Good God, let me see. Ooh, it's a cudgel thing. What a strange collection of objects. Strange how? Two are plated with precious metals and engraved, a silver chased rod and a golden plate. The rod has symbols of the zodiac on it. The plate has some script I don't recognize. And a knife. Seems ordinary enough, but together with the other two buried here. Why would someone bury them here together? Because they're forbidden. Wait, there's blood in some of the symbols on this rod. Dried, to be certain, but not that old. Eric tried cleaning this, but wasn't able to remove all the blood. Could this be what he used to kill Lorenz? Looking mighty suspicious there. Who buried this here anyway? I can't say. It may be connected to the Baron's murder. What? None of this makes any sense. What's going on here, Andreas? That's what I need to figure out, Otto. Thank you for your help. Dude, Otto, I think you just saved our investigation. You put that back together quick. I can find someone to eat with. Is this really the time to be eating? Okay, let's go see if the abbot wants to eat with somebody. Hello, Gurno. Andreas. Really? You have nothing to say? Okay. I'm curious about the abattoirs, just because we're near it. Let's go have a look at that, see if it's open right now. It is not open right now. Okay. So, kitchen and cellar, refectory. We're not supposed to be bothering people, I guess. We'll just head out through the cloister.